So we're going to create a game with the character that we drew. And we did an animated GIF with the guy walking. And now we are going to um, create a mini game with it. Okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to create this size to 1280 by 720. You might be wondering why mine has a preset there. It's because I made a game, or I built a document at that size before, so Animate's just remembered that. Go ahead and keep the frame rate at 30, and then platform type ActionScript 3.0. Okay, so we'll be writing some code in a program called, or in a language called ActionScript 3.0. So when you go ahead and hit create, you'll I'm going to zoom out. You'll see the stage is wide. We like that, and we're just going to get our character in here first. We're going to be creating 2 layers today. So first we're going to go file, import to stage, and we're going to go ahead and get just step 1 and get open. And I'm going to say no to this. I don't want the whole sequence to import. This is great. And what we're now going to do, we're going to, if you look in this library, there's nothing here. It's empty. Actually, step 1, that PNG is there. But we're going to create a movie clip, what's known as a movie clip out of that. We're going to go modify, convert to symbol, okay? And we don't want it to be a button. We want it to be a movie clip. And we're going to call this our hero. Actually, let's call him our character. I don't want to cause confusion later. He's going to be named hero in a different place. And then for the registration point, we're going to hit this bottom center point. And that's going to be important so that the computer knows when we code and we say his X and Y coordinate, it's going to refer to this point right there. Okay? And here we go. Let's hit OK. And now in the properties window, we immediately go to the properties window and we name him hero. We're going to just call him hero, okay? And because when we write, when you make your own games on your own time, feel free to name your characters whatever you want. But for this tutorial, I suggest to make the code match up with what I present later, just name him hero, lowercase h. Okay, and then one more thing, we're going to label this. We could label this hero over here. Let's keep it consistent, character. And when I say consistent, I mean the only time we're going to use the word hero is in this properties window right there when we have the character selected. And you can see that it's the movie clip selected. We named the hero. This properties window changes depending on what you have selected. So if you click the frame, it's going to give you information about the frame. You have to specifically click on the character to make it have the character's properties show up. Okay, now we're going to create a new layer. We're going to go ahead and click new layer here. And we're going to just create another graphic here. You can pick whatever color you want, by the way. Let me show you where to select the colors for that. I'll undo what I just did. If you take this rectangle tool, by default it might have no outline, but you can go ahead and pick an outline color and pick whatever ground color you want. Okay, I just went with this, make it look like it's cement or something, but you can pick whatever color you'd like for this game. And I'm going to go ahead and start off the screen slightly and then move it up to about right there. And great. So now I'm going to teach you something here. The character layer, let's lock it so we don't accidentally select him. And we're going to select everything in this frame. Okay, I guess I could have just clicked right in the frame. And we're going to convert this to a symbol. Okay, so we're going to go modify, convert to symbol again. We're going to call this thing ground, and we're going to hit this top registration point. So now it'll have this little cursor will be, if you zoom in, you'll see that there's well, I guess you don't see it when you zoom in, but there's the registration point. If I double click, you could actually I double clicked to get inside of the symbol, and now you can see that the registration point's at the top edge. And I'm just pre-planning, so when the character lands, his bottom registration point of his feet matches up with the ground top registration point. Now, in the instance name, I need to make sure I have this ground selected. I'm going to call it ground here. I guess I didn't stay consistent. I should have called it something different in the library since I called him something different. So make sure that this is unlocked now, and you could double check to make sure you have your character named Hero, and the ground in the properties window is also named ground. Okay, go ahead and get that set up, and to turn this in, you could go ahead and do an export, just export an image at this time, export image, and so you could turn that image in as a GIF. I'll make it so that the canvas accepts GIFs for your submission, and just so you can get graded saying that you set this up properly. Okay? Okay, have fun setting up your character game. Have fun.